Hello Taurus and welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie and this is your weekly reading for August 23rd through the 29th. Quick disclaimer, this is a general reading and cannot possibly resonate with everyone, so take what does resonate and then leave the rest. If none of it resonates, check out one of the readings for your other signs, or go check out one of the many other brilliant readers on this platform who may have something more attuned to your situation this week. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, lawyer, counselor, therapist, etc. I'm just a girl with a passion for the tarot, and anything that I say resembling advice is based solely on my opinion, my own experiences, my own knowledge, my interpretations of the cards, and any little bits and pieces that may occur to me intuitively throughout the reading. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We're starting out again this week with an archetype card for you guys. Taurus, you got the Shaman. Okay, the idea about the shaman is that the shaman is a healer and a mystic, but the shaman is very well studied, and the shaman has a gift of walking in between this world and other worlds or other realms to receive information and to do that healing work. So the shaman is a very psychic individual. They often use natural plants and herbal medicine to facilitate their travel between the realms. And another very important aspect of the shaman is that they are, again, very well studied. It is an art. It is their entire life, their work as a shaman. They usually get started really young. A lot of them are born with gifts innately. So this could indicate that you may have gifts that resonate with the shaman. You may be a healer, or you may be studying shamanic medicine, or you may be in need of a shaman, or you may study underneath a shaman. We'll get more information as we get more cards on the table, but just keep that in mind as we go through the reading, the shaman. So now I'm going to pull a card from the Moonology deck to give us any more insight into your environment or supporting energies for you this week, cosmic influences, that sort of thing. Let's see what we got for Taurus. We have the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Okay, so if you are studying right now shamanism or healing of some kind, and you've been working really hard on it, then you're starting to see some results. If you haven't already, you will very soon. So now I'm going to pull a few cards, some oracle cards. They're very similar to the Lenormand deck. It's the Memento Mori deck, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. But I'm going to use these cards to give us a general idea of the big situation that you'll be dealing with this week. So what do we have for Taurus? So we'll start with embalming fluid. How lovely, right? This is the idea of preservation, preserving something, saving something, keeping something in good condition. Let's see what else we've got here. So we have the wreath, which is in this deck, it takes the place of the bouquet card in the Lenormand. So this is about happiness, and it can also be about paying respects or giving a gift of some kind or receiving a gift as well. Okay. So I'm going to get two more of these cards out for our situation, but at first this seems like preserving a gift of some kind or preserving happiness in a situation. Let's see, what else do we have? So we have the harp. The idea of the harp is that the music that is played using the harp is very soothing and almost heavenly. very positive, very regal even. It's just very transcendental, this energy of the harp. And positive vibrations. It's funny, it almost looks kind of rainbow on my screen on the harp. Okay, one more. So we have the rope. The rope can be used to bind things together. It's very secure. It's a strong connection. It could also, see how it's tangled there? It can indicate some kind of entanglement or some kind of complicated relationship. It can hold you together. It can tether you to the ground or to a strong foundation, or it can hold you back. It can bind you from making progress. So when I get started with the tarot, we'll get an idea of what these represent specifically for you guys this week. But I'll just go through what I have out real quick before we move on. So we have this preservation of a gift here. And this gift seems to be heavenly in nature, divine in nature, beautiful, soothing, and just of a higher vibration in general. And then we have this rope here, this binding material that binds you to something, but we don't know yet what yet, which is why we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards now. I'm going to clarify each card individually with this deck, and then I will clarify those cards with a different tarot deck afterwards. So let's start by clarifying the embalming fluid. So we have the Three of Pentacles, which is about teamwork, coming together with somebody else to bring something into being or to manifest abundance. It's multiple individuals with each having their own unique gifts and skill sets coming together to make something great or to solve a problem. But teamwork is definitely the idea behind that. So preserving teamwork, preserving a project, preserving some kind of relationship when it comes to manifesting in the material world. So now let's look and see what this wreath is. What is this gift? Or happiness, perhaps. It can also be happiness. What is this wreath related to? So we have the Nine of Rods. This can indicate exhaustion. It can also indicate a period of hardship where you kind of get stuck in the mindset of waiting for the next bad thing to happen. You could, in its worst aspect, it could be related to feelings of paranoia and being burdened. So this gift could potentially be something that takes some of this burden or this weight off of your shoulders. 9 is also very close to 10, which is completion. So this is potentially some kind of cycle that is coming to a close. I want to come back here to this new moon in Capricorn for a moment. Your hard work is paying off. This could indicate that hard work that you've been doing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a burden or a waste or something that's negative. It's just something that you've been working on for a very long time. You've put a lot of effort and energy into it. And, the battle's not over yet, but it's close. You're very close to success. You're very close to victory here in this situation. So this gift for you guys could be, strength and stamina in order to persevere and hang on through the process to make it to that end of the cycle, to bring things to a close, bring things into completion. Because we have the shaman out, I almost wonder if this has to do with, again, like studying healing of some kind, being an apprentice of some kind, especially with that 3 of coins, people coming together, working together. And this actually, so because we have preserving this gift, then this could be referring to preserving the art of shamanism, or the practice, preserving certain healing traditions that are of a divine source. Okay, let's clarify that harp. Clarify the harp, please. So the Four of Rods. Celebration. Celebrating milestones as well. So, because of the cards we've got up here, specifically because of the harp, this may be you celebrating a spiritual achievement, or reaching a spiritual milestone, or reaching some kind of, let me restructure that sentence in my brain. So let's say that you are studying shamanism or healing, something related to that nature. It's almost like the idea of like graduating, okay? Putting all of your hard work and your education and your studying into practice and being successful, and stopping to celebrate that and appreciate what it is that you are creating, enjoying that which you are passionate about as well. So let's go ahead and clarify now the rope. What's going on with this rope? So we have the King of Rods, and it did come out in reverse. This could be referring to an aspect of yourself, or this could be somebody that you know who's potentially holding you back. This would be somebody, because this is in reverse, this could potentially be someone who is kind of selfish or manipulative. They're very driven, but for their own personal gain, and they don't really care what they have to do to get what they want. And so they can be aggressive, they can be manipulative, they could, because it's a king, right? They could almost be tyrannical in a way, because it's like there's no line they wouldn't cross to get what they want. So this could be an individual that's trying to block your success, or trying to control you and hold you back, keep you down, so that you don't become, as powerful, or you don't come into the power that you already have, basically. So I'm going to switch tarot decks and see if I can get a little more clarification on that. Some clarification on... First I'll go back to these, and then I will move forward. So let's clarify first the embalming fluid with the Three of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Water, associated with the constellation Grus, and it says longevity, commitment, and eternity. So this is a lifelong devotion to your practice. Other people are involved, as indicated by this Three of Coins. And this also tells me that what you're preserving here is definitely some kind of practice or tradition that is very old, as shamanism is a very old practice. So that could be pretty spot on. Some of you guys may be shamans, or coming into your knowledge and your abilities as a shaman, keeping this practice alive and using it to continue to heal people using spiritual methods and plant medicine. So let's go ahead and clarify now the wreath and the Nine of Rods. So I had two come out for this one. First we have the Five of Fire, associated with the constellation Cygnus. It says intention, strategy, and conflict. Five of Fire is also related to the Five of Wands. So again, more of that fire energy here. Lots of fire energy on the table for you guys today. Some kind of conflict going on here that is either requires the gifts you have to solve, or this could be something coming into your life in an attempt to, stop you from coming into your gifts, stop you from becoming a powerful healer. The other card that came out alongside the Five of Fire was the Page of Fire, okay? And it's associated with the constellation Pyxis, or Pixies. It says journey, navigation, and route. So again, this could indicate that there's some kind of forces at work that are making this process difficult for you, that you are actively fighting in this process, that's trying to sway you off of your path for whatever reason. If that is the case and this resonates with you, then it's probably because you're very powerful. It's probably because you're very strong, and because you can do a lot of good work. And there are forces that exist in this universe that do not want that work to be done. So if this resonates with you, I would recommend an energy clearing for sure. Clearing and protecting your space, setting spiritual boundaries, and just being vigilant for these forces when they approach, when they attack, when they send things your way. Be aware of any difficulties, any struggles, or negative events that may occur as a result of those forces working against you. So we may come back to that. Let's go ahead and clarify the harp with the Four of Rods. Okay, so we have another fire card, the Seven of Fire, associated with constellation Hydra, perseverance, stamina, and survival. Pretty sure this came out for Aries as well. So this tells me two things in relation to these two cards here. One, that you are very strong. You have a lot of endurance, a lot of stamina, and you are successfully defeating these attempts to sway you from your path, to stop you from coming into your power. But also that Spirit is actively working to protect you from these forces, or giving you the strength to continue to fight for, whatever it is, for this healing, for, this positive impact that you want to have on the world. Okay. Seven of Fire is all about defending yourself. It's all about standing your ground and sticking strong to your principles and not letting any conflicts or any negative forces get in your way or destroy all of your hard work. I also get that you are definitely divinely guided and that you need to stick by it. As long as you're doing the work you're supposed to be doing, you're going to be protected. You are going to have that assistance from Spirit. So stay strong when things get really tough, and just always remember that if bad things are happening to you and your intentions are pure and you're doing good work to, bring about healing to people and the planet, that, these bad things happening to you are not your fault. And it is happening to you specifically because you are successfully doing good and raising the energy, raising the vibrations of people and places that you touch, that you travel to. I'll also say that if you are doing, studying shamanism, and you are walking between, multiple realms, that once you put yourself out there, you're visible to a lot of different things. Okay, so you may have attracted attention to yourself from entities that that most of us can't see, because you are doing this psychic work, if that makes sense. You turned on the porch light and people are coming to knock. So be very careful who or what you let into your energy, what you let into your space. Very important to set boundaries, especially when it comes to your energy. So now we'll go ahead and we will clarify the rope with that King of Rods in reverse. Okay, so we have the Page of Earth associated with the constellation Canis Minor. Acknowledgement, devotion, and modesty. I'm also going to clarify this to get a better idea of how this relates to this King of Rods in reverse specifically. How does this relate to the King of Rods specifically, please? We have the Queen of Air to clarify that, and that is associated with the constellation Aquila, says powerful ally, loyalty, honor. So, what I'm getting from this again is basically to stick to your guns. If this is an individual who's actively working against you because they see the progress that you're making and they see how strong you're becoming, and so they want to find a way to bind your abilities, to bind your power. Canis Minor seems to be about awareness, being aware of the situation and being devoted to doing, the work, the healing work that you are already doing, being devoted to doing what is right and doing what's best for humanity, and listening to your intuition and following the guidance of spirit. And then Aquila tells me that, or the Queen of Air here, okay, you, like I said earlier, you are protected, but you do have some kind of, either an individual, like a person, which I think it could be somebody in this realm, a human being that you are working with, who is on your level, who is working with you to continue to make progress and keep these negative forces at bay. So this could indicate somebody who's working with you, working to protect you, taking care of you, helping to guide you, fighting alongside you. I think, too, that this can just be a reminder to stay focused on your mission, your specific mission, whatever it may be. For those of you who resonate with this reading, you probably have a good idea of what exactly that mission is, or maybe not exactly, but generally speaking, what your purpose is, what you are being divinely guided towards. Do not abandon your destiny out of fear of these unseen forces here, because they're coming at you because you're doing something right. So you got to keep doing what's right, even if they come at you. I feel like I'm just a broken record now. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Oracle deck. Well, I say Oracle deck. It's many Oracle decks. So I'm going to use these cards to just give us an idea of any additional insight that would be useful to you guys, and any advice that Spirit has to offer you when it comes to facing these obstacles. Okay, so additional insight from Spirit, please. So we have Galaxy, community, diversity, and contributions. This may have to do with what you have to contribute to the community. But this could also be having an accepting attitude towards different belief systems, different traditions, different kinds of people who may be able to offer help to you in fighting this. It's almost like a battle of good versus evil, and indicating that you may have a lot of allies on your side from many different backgrounds, many different belief systems, many different spiritual practices, who are here to work alongside you and to be open to those individuals. And also to act as a part of the whole, as opposed to trying to come at this from an independent, what's the word I'm looking for? Position, I guess. That wasn't the word I was looking for. I don't know. But turning to your community, relying on your community, being somebody upon whom your community can rely. Functioning as part of the greater whole. So now I'm going to pull another Oracle card. Let's see. I think I'll ask what you guys need to be aware of. Anything that you need to be aware of on top of what we've already covered. What does Taurus need to be aware of? Okay, we have the Wolf. Family and loyalty. This idea of loyalty again. And then family is very closely related to community. Okay? You are part of a large spiritual family, fighting the same fight, working together. Stay by their side, they will stay by your side. You have loyal brothers and sisters who are ready to help you in any way that you need, who are on the same path as you, learning alongside you. So, don't forget, you're a pack animal. Just more confirmation that you are acting here as a part of a group, as a part of a greater whole that has a very important mission to achieve. So let's see what you need to do specifically to contribute to that greater whole. What can you provide the family or the community at this time? We have clearance. Clean sweep. Clear the boards. Okay, so I think I said this earlier. Clearing energy. Perhaps you need to help other people who are working alongside you to clear out their energy as well. To transmute any negative energy that may be coming in and taking it in and then turning it into positive energy. Which again is a very shamanic thing to do. So this could literally mean in terms of, because what I asked was what you need to do to contribute to the community or the people who are alongside you, and the answer was clearance. So you may literally have the ability, the gift, and the responsibility of helping to clear the energy and the karma of the people who are fighting alongside you, the people who support you, the people that you are supporting, so that they can better do their work and have a stronger focus on their own intentions and their own individual missions or purposes. I'm going to pull a few more. Since we have the shaman up there, I'm going to pull a card from the shamanic medicine deck. What do we have for Taurus? Can you give me some more information on the shaman card here? We have South. Abundance. And I love that the penguins are on here, because oftentimes penguins are equated to parenthood, fatherhood, family, familial connections. They live together. They take care of their offspring together. The penguins have very strong communities. They're very tight-knit. And they help provide for each other as well, which is, I think, is why it's connected to the concept of abundance. So, again, supporting your fellow kindred spirits who are walking the same path that you are, and sharing in any abundance that may come into you as well with those other individuals. So we'll do two more cards, and then we'll call it good. I want to pull a card from the Animal Dreaming deck. Let's see what we've got from the Animal Dreaming deck. Okay, we have the Frog. Cleansing. I feel like this is very similar to this clearance card over here. I almost get that, like, you're like a cleaner. Your job is to help cleanse energy, to help cleanse areas and people's homes. You are coming in and helping people remove negative energy so that they can be most productive and most positive in their own work. But this also requires that you cleanse yourself very often, because I think that if you are in a position where you're going into a lot of different places and exposing yourself to a lot of different types of energy, which could be negative, that you don't want anything to attach to you or cling to you. So it's very important that you continue to take care of yourself and make sure that you're clearing your own energy every day as well. Okay, one more card. We'll take this one from the okay, so we actually have two that came out. We have Divine Feminine, which has to do with that, obviously, the divine feminine energy, but this is very maternal, creative, emotional, and intuitive energy. Okay, being in touch with your feminine side, being in touch with your emotions, being aware of that direct connection that you have to spirit, and receiving information and revelations through your intuition. Just gonna set that on top of there. And then the other card that came out is cosmic journey. So this just describes a very big part of what it means to be a shaman. You are on this journey throughout the cosmos, through time and space, through each dimension, to find answers and to bring healing and powerful positive energy back into this realm, back onto Earth, to share with everyone around you. So this also indicates that there's still a lot for you to learn. Okay, you are on this journey right now. But it also indicates to me that you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing. And that you should feel confident about the work you're doing and what you've accomplished up until this point, and your ability to do good work and make the world a better place. Oh, there we go. I was going to try and get it to focus, but it did. It focused. So before we wrap this up, I will just give a little recap, okay? I think the shaman is you, okay? And I think that you've been studying, you've been working really hard to be able to develop your skills as a healer and share those with the world and help bring more positive energy onto the planet and help to like clear a lot of the negative energy, okay? Raising people's vibrations is very important for you. Your specific gift, I believe, according to this reading, is specifically cleansing and clearing, transmuting energy, which can be kind of heavy. It can be very hard work. It can be exhausting, and it can affect you negatively if you're not careful and if you don't regularly cleanse your own energy field. But staying in touch with your divine feminine, staying in touch with your emotions, staying in touch with spirit, and listening to your intuition, spending time in meditation, will help to keep you grounded, actually, so that you don't get swept away in all of the chaos and the different types of energy that you're going to be dealing with. And just remember that you are supported, you are protected, and you are being divinely guided. You are part of a greater group of individuals who are here to, basically light workers. You're a light worker, and you're one of many, many different types of light workers on this planet right now to raise the vibration and make things, make this world a better place and bring healing to everyone that you possibly can. And that is very honorable work to do. So as long as you're making sure that your intentions are pure and that you're doing this for the betterment of mankind, the betterment of the earth, then Spirit's going to guide you, Spirit's going to protect you, Spirit is going to set you up for success. So that being said, that's what I've got for you guys this week. If you appreciated this reading, or if it resonated rather, and you enjoyed it, please feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified when I upload new videos, which will be every week. And then hopefully I will be starting pick a cards and other smaller readings in between very soon. If you have any ideas or requests for readings that you would like to see me do on my channel, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I would love to hear your ideas and incorporate them into my videos in the future. So thank you guys very much for joining me today, and I will see you guys next week.